Welcome to the first episode of Tailor Made Chaos. This is our first podcast. I'm your host, Glenn Taylor, aka Tailor Made Chaos, the man himself. Because I am wearing my podcast learner plates, I've brought the more experienced and mentor to myself, Richard Toutounji. Never know if I say Richard's name right because every time I hear it on his podcast or on audio, it's different every time. So Richard, did I get that right?
No, you got it wrong. Horribly wrong, Glenn. But you're right because actually my dad said that I keep saying my last name wrong. That's a fun fact. So it's Richard Toutounji. But Glenn, I'm really excited to be here on your first podcast episode. Now let's explain to the viewers where we're located and what's on your head and how do we get to this point, Glenn?
Well, how did we get to this point? I had long joked with a friend of mine who will be my official first guest on the podcast, Andy Pete, about doing a radio show. That radio show we were going to call Inappropriate. We got to a point where we decided now that a podcast is more modern than radio and it's obviously more accessible to the general public. Thought maybe Inappropriate might not be appropriate to all listeners, so we came up with the name Tailor Made Chaos, and now we're doing the podcast. The idea of the podcast is just to share some people who I know and other people that hopefully people will find interesting, mostly aligned and in the fitness industry, and to talk about their journey into fitness, what they do. Hopefully we have some handy tips and information for listeners, and hopefully we can have a bit of fun. My motto of late, I guess, that I've come with, or the tagline I've come with is play hard, work harder. And I like to have some fun, so hopefully we're going to enjoy this thing.